Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Jaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshri Mugam Karodi Vachalam Mangum Lange Regirim Yatpatam Vande Shri Guru Dinadarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Vishesha Shunyavadi Pashati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravakta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Since it's the month of Kartik, I always start the class with Damodarashtaka. I think you all have sung it, but we'll just, without that, the class is incomplete. So just quickly go through it and then well, there's one important point I have to discuss in Damodarashtaka. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Prajamanam Yashodabhiyolokalatavamanam Paramrishtamatyantatosisasopya Rutandam Muhunnetrayukmam Dechandam Parambojayukmena Tandanitram Muhushvatakam Patrirekakakanda Sita Saiva Damodaram Bhaktipatham Iti Vritsvalila Nanda Swagosam Nimanjandam Nasyapayandam Tadiyeshidajneshu Bhaktairvidatvam Puna Prematastam Tata Priti Varam Deva Moksham Na Mokshavadimna Nachanyam Vriniham Varisitapiha Nitam Deva Purnata Gopalabalam Dadami Manasya Virasam Kimani Nitam Tevu Kambojamasyandanilae Ridam Kundale Smitarakusha Moshumidam Bimba Taktadaram Ne Manasyamirastamalam Lachalave Namo Deva Damodarananda Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukka Jalapimatnam Kripa Drishti Vrishyadi Vinam Gadano Grihani Shamamatyam Nirshidishya Kuviratmajau Bhatta Mutaivayatpat Vayamojidau Bhakti Bhajupitau Cha Tada Prema Bhakti Swakamitayasha Namo Shrigrahomi Sri Damodare Namaste Sudhamne Surati Pidhamne Vadiyodharaya Vishwasya Dhamne Namo Tigaye Kariyatiyaye Namo Nandalilaya Devaya Tusyam Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. The best part in Namadhishtaka is Varam Deva Moksham Na Mokshavati Va Nachanyam Vriniham Varashetat. Idam te vapurnata gopala balam sada me manasya viristam kariye. So they don't want liberation or anything. What do you want? To see that Gopala Bala form, not Madhura Krishna, Dwaraka Krishna and all, but the Vrindavan Krishna, the Gopal form. And Sada me manasya virasam. Let it be always in our core of the heart or in my mind. So this should be our meditation in the whole month. Like we don't want any benediction by executing devotion service. The only wish is that that form of Bal Gopal in Vrindavan may manifest in our heart. So what did Kunti Maharani say about that form? Does anyone know? Kunti Maharani also in Kunti Stuti, we already finished.
She
What
was
did
saying,
she say?
yeah, she said, Lord Krishna, you were bewildered, you were frightened by, the world is frightened by you, but you were frightened by Yashoda Maya.
Not the world,
No.
someone else. She said someone else is frightened by you, but you are frightened by that stick in Yashoda's hand.
Yes.
Who is that?
Taken,
Krishna
yes.
is feared of whom? I mean, Krishna is feared by whom? Not the whole world. Yeah, whole world. But there's specifically one person mentioned by Kunti Maharani.
Death personified, Yamaraj.
Yeah, who's that? Yamaraj. Death
Yamaraj.
personified. Gopyade detvai krita gasita matavat. या ते दशाश्रुकलिलाञ्जनसम्भ्रमाक्षं वक्त्रं निनीय भवय भावनायस्तिदस्य. So this sloka. So here she is saying, Gopyade tvai krita ghasita matavat. Gopi, that is Yashoda Maya, have tied him with dama, that rope. Yate dasha kalilanjana sambramaksham. The kalilanjana, that is the mascara, that kajal has been fully smeared in Krishna's face. And vaktram niniya bhaya bhavanaya stidasya. That is what is the bhav in Krishna's face? The fear. Sama vimohaya dibir abhiyat vivedi. So this is bewildering me, Krishna, because fear personified, that is Yamaraj, is also feared of you, but you are fearful of that small stick in her hand. So Yashoda took up a rope when you committed an offense and you perturbed eyes overflooded with tears, washed the mascara from your eyes, and you were afraid. Though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering. So Kunti Maharani, no Namasye Purusham Tvadim. She knows that he is the Supreme Lord, but she's like, he's Govinda Purusham. He is the one who showed the Vishwaroop and did all that. But here, he's just a small boy scared of his mother. And why did Yashodamai actually tie him? Yes, he stole the butter. But then what is the real cause? In 10th canto, 9th chapter, this Leela is mentioned in Bhagavatam. You can read, you can't jump to 10th canto like that, but for Damodar month, you can definitely go and read the 10th canto, 9th chapter. So 9th chapter is about Yashodamaya binding Krishna, and 11th is about delivering Nalakuvera and Manigriva. So there in the purport, Prabhupada mentions what the main reason why Krishna was tied. One is, yes, he did all these mischievous things. What is the second thing that he was tied? So Prabhupada says, the children, like when they do some mischiefs and they know that the parents are angry, what do? They try to run away from that place. Like they don't want to be in front of the parents. They'll just go to the next room or they hide somewhere. So Yashodamaya, no, next my son is going to run away somewhere. So what did she do? She ran and she tied him so that he don't run away from that particular scene. So that's what Prabhupada mentions there. And why to the motor? Why he was tied to the motor?
Because he was standing on the motor to break the cords.
Standing on the motor to
steal the butter.
Even
the
butter
butter.
was equally responsible in the crime.
Yeah,
So that motor was responsible also.
Yeah, the law of conspiracy means someone else have given you the idea to do the theft, or a robber wants to come to your house and the servant opens the door. The servant is also punishable, even though it's a minor crime. Still, so similarly, the motor was the one who witnessed or who helped Krishna to climb and steal the butter. So the motor also got punished, or in the sense she was tied there. Okay, so there are, every month you hear Damodar Leela and you should not feel like, oh, I've heard this many times. There are so many details where we have to learn, and the purpose of Srila Prabhupada is also amazing. So Damodar Leela is so special because in this particular month that Leela happened. And why is he called Radha Damodar? He's Yashoda Damodar, no?
Damodar month is more, it is supposed to be Radharani's month.
Yeah, Kartika, she is Kartika, on the sense it is known by her month. That's fine. But Radha Damodar, because Damodar is Dama is a rope and Uttara has been tied. So the tied Krishna, why it's Radha Damodar? So eternally this Leela have happened in Goloka, where Radharani, if you see, there is a pastime where actually Radharani bound Krishna so that Krishna doesn't go anywhere. And she'll have a thin golden rope in her hand. Some temples, they do that. They give it to Radharani's hand and tie Krishna. It's not much visible, but still. So it's Radha Damodar. Actually, this Leela happened in Goloka. And anyone went to this Guluk Bandhan Leela pastime place in Gokul? Did you visit? No? It's a very beautiful place. That motor is so heavy. Like, how did Krishna drag it and go? He is the Supreme Lord, but it's so heavy that half of it is inside the mud. And we went on the Diwali day, on the day where this Leela actually happened. And it's so amazing. That place is so small place, but there's a Goshala next to it. And the whole area is like the mud is so soft, and Krishna has been there. And devotees were sitting there and doing Damodar Aarti, singing Damodar Ashtaka on that particular month. Such a beautiful place. I should definitely go. We went with Dinabandhu Prabhu, who was Prabhupada's disciple, known as Babaji in Vrindavan. He'd been living in Vrindavan for like 30-35 years, and he knows every nook and corner of Vrindavan. And he takes us for parikrama. So Kartik month they arrange from his temple, and he can go with a Vaishnava. If you go with a senior Vaishnava or kind of a Vrajavasi, he is now. So that's so beautiful place. That place you should definitely visit. It's in Gokul. So okay. So this month, yes. So whatever devotional service you do in this particular month multiplies by 100, and then definitely in Braja it becomes 1,000. But often also gets multiplied in Braja. So better be here and try to do more and more devotional service in this particular month. So Lord Krishna's entrance to Dwaraka we have to cover from text 11, right? Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Madhubojana Arha Guru Kandaga Vrishnipi Atmatulya Baler Guptam Naged Bhogavatin Iva. So as Bhogavati, the capital of Nagaloka, is protected by Nagas, so was Dwaraka protected by the descendants of Vrishni. Boja, Matu, Dasharha, Arha, Kukura, Antaka, etc., who were as strong as Lord Krishna. So yes, so it is said that every city has to be protected by someone. So here, these are the people who actually protected Dwaraka. And now Krishna has entered. So city of Dwaraka was well protected by the descendants of Krishna, and who were as powerful as the Lord, because they are also Krishna's descendants or associates. Sarvartha Sarva Vivava Punya Vrikshala Dashramai Udyano Pavanarmai Vrita Padmakaram Shriyam. The city of Dwarakapuri was filled with opulence of all seasons. There were hermitage, orchards, flower gardens, park and reservoirs of water breeding lotus flowers all over. So now in next few slokas, we'll see how Dwaraka was so opulent. Okay, that's because it's a dham. Dwaraka, we have 16,108 palaces in Dwaraka, it is said now. And Krishna, what is the external reason why Krishna put Dwaraka under the ocean? External reason. In the sense, common people also say that reason, no? Now it's under the ocean, right? Dwaraka, the real Dwaraka. There's a video where people go inside the water body. Did you anyone see? And they see beautiful things which Krishna had enjoyed in Dwapara Yuga. It's still in the ocean, inside the ocean. So what is the reason why Dwaraka was put into the ocean? Inside.
Son-in-law always come and fight with Krishna, no, Mataji. So
I can't hear you. Can you be louder, Mataji?
Kamsa's son-in-law is always attacking Krishna if he is outside, no, Mataji. So he want to save his people.
Can anyone hear her? I don't know. Her voice is so low.
Mataji, she is saying Kamsa's son-in-law is attacking, and that's why to protect.
Okay, that is one reason. That is extra. Yes, one more.
Some say the curse and the destruction of the other dynasty.
Whose curse?
This was
Gandhari's
Gandhari's curse.
Gandhari, yes, it says Gandhari have cursed. But do you think that curse will affect Krishna? Any curse will affect Krishna? No. He's Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why should some that? So it's external reason. Yes, might be that. What is the real reason why Krishna put Dwaraka into ocean, under the ocean?
Mataji, ocean reclaiming the land, Mataji.
It is said partly inside the outside the land or partly inside the ocean. It's like that. So it's part. Real Dwaraka is inside the ocean. There's a video, no? Nobody saw inside Dwaraka. They're showing all the opulent
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice. Like they
That's a
go under
beautiful one.
diving.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, they go
Mataji.
diving and with oxygen and all, and they see
Yeah.
some
That
people.
Mataji, our Prime Minister also went.
Yes, yes. So what is the internal reason? Real reason, that means. So Krishna had to go back, and Kali Yuga is going to start. Okay, so Krishna has to take all his associates back, and he wanted to hide Dwaraka in the sense that opulent city was hidden. And Krishna don't want in future someone goes and says, "See, this palace belongs to me. I am a descendant of Rishni." That's why. How did they all die? The whole
By fighting
by
Musul,
fighting.
that
So,
iron ball.
yeah, so they Krishna made it happen so that he can take away all his associates back to Godhead when he is about to leave. So he made it happen in that way. So everything happens for a reason. But before that, Dwaraka was so opulent. It is said perfection of human civilization is to be with the nature and use the nature's resources as it is for the advancement in spiritual life. So advancement of human civilization depends on developing our potent spiritual instincts and go back to Godhead. So all this opulence, like Prabhupada says here, fruits, flowers, beautiful gardens, parks, reservoirs of water with ducks and swans, everything was there. A lot of lotus flowers and cows giving sufficient milk and butter. All this is actually, Prabhupada calls milk as what food?
Miracle food.
Miracle or magical food. Why? Because it helps to develop the finer tissues in the brain. So cow's milk is very important in our especially spiritual life, because it helps us to remember and learn spiritual topics, which is the subtle part is required. So the finer tissues of the human brain also develops because of that. And so here it is, Dwaraka Dham was ideal for human civilization on the sense so opulent. And Gopura Dwara Margeshu Krita Kautuka Torana Chitra Dwaja Pataka Kre Amta Pradihatatvam. So the city gateway, the household doors, the festhood, arches along the roads were all nicely decorated with festive signs like plantain trees and mango leaves, all to welcome the Lord. Flags, garlands, painted signs, and slogans are all combined to shade the sunshine. So all it was opulent, means the black flags actually was painted with either Garuda or Hanuman, because they are the two great servitors of the Lord. So all these paintings and everything, no, it was so satisfied for the Lord to see. So this shows the opulence of the city. Definitely, Dwaraka is a very opulent city. 14 to 15 says the guest reception, receiving the Lord. It is important. Samarjida Mahamarga Retya Panagachattvaram Siktam Gandhachalir Uptam Phala Pushpa Kshatanpure. The highways, subways, lanes, markets, public meeting place were all thoroughly cleansed and then moistened with scented water. And to welcome the Lord, fruits, flowers, unbroken seeds were strewn everywhere. So here, as Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, all the devotees were ready to welcome the Lord. Okay, so welcoming the Lord means very important. How to welcome the Lord in our heart. So actually, Radha Yatra is also like that. pulling or welcoming the Lord. Even for Janmashtami, it is said when you do Janmashtami, it's actually cleaning our heart. Gundija Marjan happens, that is cleansing our heart, and then welcoming the Lord to our particular heart inside. So it's very, very important, welcoming the Lord. Janmashtami is also like this, Swagatam Krishna. So we are actually welcoming. So the process of reception according to Vedic rites is not at all dry. The reception was made not simply by decorating the roads and streets, as above mentioned, but by worshipping the Lord with requisite ingredients like incense, lamb, flowers, sweets, fruits, and other palatable eatables, according to one's capacity. All were offered to the Lord, and the remnants of foodstuff were distributed amongst the gathering citizens. Each and every house was ready to receive the Lord in a similar way. Thus, each and every house on the roads and streets distributed such remnants of food to the citizens, and therefore the festival was successful. So without distribution of food, no function is complete. Now, which guna it comes under? Which mode? Doing some sacrifice without distributing prasadam, without remuneration to the priest.
Ignorance.
Yeah, it's tamoguna actually. Okay, so here it is, without distributing prasadam, it should not be done. See, now we have house program. Every month we are every day of Kartik month, we go to different house in the local locality. So as to make them do Damodar Arati, we take the photo and go make them do, take the diya and go. They just have to open the door and keep. Nothing else. Prasadam is also given. So devotees with kartal, mridangas, all of us go, and the whole family, not only them, even their neighbors join. And it's like so powerful because the whole area, everyone started doing Damodar Arati and singing Ashtakas. And this is, as Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj says, this is like an auctioning day or boxing day where before Christmas, like 50% off, and then there's a lot of gift bought so as to give others. So it's actually to attract new customers. So we practicing devotees, for us, there's no change because I never feel any difference in Kartik month. Only thing is, because every day you do Mangalardi, you attend and you chant and you read and you hear. And only thing is the Ashtaka we sing. Aarti also, like most of the houses, the lamp is lit. So not much difference. The difference is new devotees can be dragged here. This is like, it's a very, very important month for new devotees to take up Krishna consciousness. And Maharaj also says that. So a devotee staying in a family in one room in Mumbai, actually, they welcome Lord Jagannath in their house, like such an opulent welcome, like so much prasadam was made. Even though it's just one room, sometimes we complain, no? One Mataji was saying, we don't have a separate altar, or we can't close the door or close the curtain. We have a small altar. That's fine. The bhav is very important. Okay, how we are welcoming the Lord to our house. And one Mataji, she's just a college student, and she had Gaurni ties. She was asking me, can we get? But in Kali Yuga, there's no problem in getting. But I was doubting how she'll take care of the Gaurni ties because she's a student. Like when Prabhupada was a student, what did he do to the deities when he was in college?
He packed it and
Put
them in a box.
In a box,
Yeah, he kept it in a box and kept it under the bed. And finally, one day he got a dream where the other Govinda it was, I think. So they were saying, just take us out and start worshipping. And Prabhupada started worshipping. So I was doubting what will happen to this girl. But then yesterday also she sent a photo, beautiful garlands made for Radha near Gaurnitais and nicely decorated with diyas and flowers. And she's offering little fruits and flowers. So how nicely we can do welcoming the Lord in our heart, actually, or welcoming the Lord in this month of Kartik. So it's very, very important. So the guest reception or Krishna has been received, and the main thing is cleaning that place, decorating the place, and prasadam distribution. Prabhupada says, if you can't, even if enemy comes to the house, we should definitely offer a seat and give water. If you can't give anything, at least sweet words, it is said. So this is a Vedic reception perspective of receiving a guest, satisfying guest, especially distributing prasadam. That's very, very important. Okay, so does anyone know the story? Yes, Deepti Vandavadaji.
Sorry, Mataji, no, not the story. Mataji, just a question, Mataji. Mataji, can we get the deities? I mean, or is it to be gifted by someone? Mataji, please advise on this.
So actually, it is good that if someone gifts it, But see, if nobody gives the Gaurnita is fine. Radha Govinda, Radha Krishna, if you worship, you have to take Brahmanic initiation and then only worship. It's offensive also. If some aparadh happens, it's such a big offense. But it is said you can have Gaurnitais, since Prabhupada also says they are dancing dolls, or they are the dolls, the Kali Yuga avatar, Kali Purusha. In the sense, Kali Yuga, the Kali Purusha will be destroyed by having them. So Prabhupada says, even if you could not do Abhisheka, don't change their dress or offer Arti or Bhoga. Just chant in front of them or dance and sing Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it's enough. So my Shiksha Guru have said, if you are planning to have deities, you should, if you initiated, you should take permission from your Diksha Guru. If you're not initiated, you should actually consult with your Shiksha Guru and then take. So we got Gaurnita as like gift from Vrindavan. So, and I had asked my Shiksha Guru also, can I receive it? Because it was immediately after my marriage and I didn't know how to handle them. But they were very cute dancing deities, and then it was a gift. So we just accepted it. But yes, sometimes when we travel, we have to put them to sleep, or sometimes it's not possible to give Abhishek every day. So what happens? Then no problem. Then the Shiksha Guru said, set a standard. Every house has a standard. Like not every day they can't do. They'll be working and all that. So they, in a house, there is a standard. It's not like you have to do particular time Mangala. It's like you set a standard and it should be followed every day. Okay, like
Yes,
that.
Mataji.
So,
Yes.
Mataji, can we buy Radha Govinda and employ some person to serve him? Serve the deity? Can it be possible?
initiated ISKCON devotee, you can't have any. It'll be offensive, Mataji.
No, if we can employ somebody so that he can come and do every day the seva.
I don't know. I better ask which Shiksha Guru, because employee someone means who is it? Is it a Brahmanic initiated person, or
So somebody from ISKCON initiated devotee, Mataji. Is it possible?
in your house?
Yeah.
Uh,
Because I'm planning to make a big temple, very big one in house. So that's what I wanted to get to know, how can we, because I know that's why you said no, it's a lot of seva and that no aparadh should happen.
Yeah, because Radha Krishna offering means 6 times an offering, daily Abhisheka, Shodasha, and so many things are there. It's not easy. It's not easy. So I don't know about Radha Krishna. I know about Gaurnitais. Gaurnitais, because I know. And about Radha Krishna, there's so much of offense. So I don't, if you are planning to take, you should better take permission from your Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru is better. Okay. So what happened, like prasadam distribution, there was a, anyone know this story? Varadachari and his wife, no? Okay, so there was, they were very poor, and very poor means they don't even have that day's meal. So they have to go, and the husband goes for work, and whatever he brings, they used to have. So one day their guru was about to come. So when the guru comes, definitely you should have very nice opulent prasadam. So the husband could not go for work that day. He was sick. So what to do? The gurus going to come. So the wife went to the merchant and the next shop, and asked for some groceries. Please give some rice and ghee and all that. So the shopkeeper is like, you don't have money now. What to do? So the wife said, what can I do so as to get all these things? So he said, you should satisfy me, in the sense, satisfy my senses and be with me one day. So then I can give you all these things. She's like, yes, tomorrow the guru is coming. Give me all the things, and the next day I'll satisfy you. So before agreeing, she went and asked her husband now what to do. So the husband said, yes, tell yes. Why? Because we have to serve our guru well first. That's very important. This is just external body. Then the wife was like, whatever the husband said, she agreed, and they had made a very good feast for the guru. And the guru knew that, like, what happened, because he knew they are poor and how did this money items come. Then they said the fact, and the guru was very pleased. Like, you are even ready to give your chastity for welcoming me or honoring me or receiving the great sadhu or a guru. So he blessed her. And then the next day when she went, the shopkeeper was completely changed, in the sense he asked forgiveness for asking such a thing. So receiving a guest means it's very, very important how we receive, especially Vaishnavas. Now, Prabhu kahe Vaishnav Seva Nama Sankirtan Dui Kar Shri Krapave Krishna Rachar. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also have said that Vaishnav Seva has to be done. So, Bhakti is independent of one's birth, background, and occupation, it is said. Varamukyascha Sadasho Yanestad Darshano Shuka Lasat Kundala Nirbhata Kapola Vadanashriyaha. So at the same, many hundreds of well-known prostitutes began to proceed on various vehicles. They were all very eager to meet the Lord, and their beautiful faces were decorated with dazzling earrings, which enhanced the beauty of their foreheads. So even prostitutes came to see Krishna. That means what Prabhupada says, even prostitutes were devotees of the Lord. Okay, we may not have to hate the prostitutes. Why? Because they are living, they are doing it for a living. They don't know which job to do, or they don't have a living, or in the sense, most of the prostitutes, they don't do the prostitution just out of their will. They've been forced. Most of them were cheated by their uncles or some neighbors or someone, even the lovers, no, they cheat them and they are being dragged into this particular thing. But here it is said in Dwaraka, even the prostitutes were devotees. Okay, any examples where prostitutes were devotees?
Mataji, she became devotee after Haridas.
Pingala Mataji, Pingala.
She became a devotee after that. Not a prostitute.
So who?
Pingala Mataji.
Vilyamangalam Thakur.
Vilyamangalam Thakur, that prostitute, what was her name?
Chintamani.
Chintamani. So Prabhupada mentions that here in the purport, saying Sri Vilyamangalam Thakur, the great Acharya of Vishnu Swami Vaishnava sect, he was attracted to the prostitute and who was a devotee. So one night Thakura came to Chintamani's house. You know what happened, no? It was raining so badly. It was the death day of his father. And he didn't have to go, but he was so attracted to her, and it was so heavily raining. His wife said, please don't go. It's so going to be flooded in the river. He has to cross the river and go to the prostitute house. But when he went, it was so dark. Then he got hold of a log of wood, and then he swam. He was swimming, and then he went across, and then there was a big wall for the prostitute's house. He could not climb, but there was a rope. He climbed and went inside. It was fully drenched and all, and the prostitute opened the door, and she's like, if you had this attraction for Krishna, where you would have reached. So that Chintamani, that sentence was there enough for Vilyamangalam to open his inner eyes. And then when he came back, he saw what was actually on the wall, which he climbed.
Snake.
It was not a rope. Just imagine, he was so lusty, he was so greedy that he couldn't even distinguish a snake and a rope. He thought it's a rope and he climbed. It was a snake. And when he came back to the river, what was the log of wood?
Dead body.
A
dead body for something was floating in the water.
Of
his wife.
His wife. It was his own wife. That wife knew that his lusty desire was so high that the wife herself, she just gave up her body to become a log, in the sense, a support for her husband to swim. So she did. He was like, he was cursing himself. What did he do? Then after that, he took up devotional service, and later he was also again attracted by another woman, and he asked. So after that, what did he do as a prayashchitta?
He asked for the pin
Pierce his eyes,
and then
his eyes and make himself blind.
So he asked for her hair pin, and he gave his own eyes. So this was Vilyamangalam Thakur, and he accepted the prostitute as a spiritual master. Actually, the prostitute was a spiritual master who came in that particular form, because Vilyamangalam Thakur will not listen to anyone except the prostitute. So the guru had to come in that way. So Prabhupada says, like, don't make me come again like her, Vilyamangalam Thakur's guru, to deliver you. In the sense, follow the relative principles and do everything nicely so that we can go back to Godhead very easily. And where is another instant also?
Pingala
Haridas
Mataji.
Mataji for
Haridas Thakur.
Yeah, Haridas Thakur.
He came to allure him, but she became a devotee.
She became a devotee. And also Pingala. Yes, Deepti Mataji, can you tell about
Pingala?
Mataji, she was like, she used to wait for people, and during that time, she received this realization. There is a very beautiful song. This bhajan is there, no? Aho me moha vetat dem. That one Mataji, one of the Matajis has sang it so beautifully that, alas, what am I looking for? The Lord is sitting in my heart and I'm just blindly following in my life. I mean, I'm just getting illusioned, no? That
Yes.
way.
So
Beautiful,
Mangaluru was
Mataji.
also accepted as a guru because she was just waiting and she's thinking that this man will satisfy me, this man will satisfy me. But nobody was minding her. They were just going and she's like, will this person pay me? How is the pockets? She's like, what am I doing? What am I'm wasting my life in this way. So yes, that was also prostitute. And also you all know about the Haridas Thakur also, how she became a devotee and also chanted 3 lakh holy name. And she paid obeisance to Tulsi Maharani, and just to deliver her, Haridas Thakur didn't leave. He was supposed to leave 3 days back, but just to deliver her. So the prostitutes, they are also devotees. They are it appears to be prostitutes there, and in Dwaraka they were so eager to meet the Lord that they also came hurriedly to see the Lord. So here Prabhupada says, even to there is no bhakti is independent of all these things, birth, background, occupation, and all that. Okay, so even today, there are many prostitutes in great cities of India who are sincere devotees of the Lord. By trick or chance, one may be obliged to adopt a profession which is not very adorable in the society, but that does not hamper one in executing devotional service to the Lord. Devotional service to the Lord is uncheckable in all circumstances. So we can't assess. Okay, so we can't say that, okay, this person is a devotee or that person. No, may not. You know the story of the cobbler and the Brahmana?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
There we know that the cobbler, even such a Shudra occupation he has, but he believed that the Lord can take an elephant through the eye of a needle. But the Brahmana, he could not. That's why he told the Lord told to Narad Muni that the Brahmana is going to take a lot of janmas to come back to me, but the cobbler will definitely come back in his next life. So that's because he had so much faith. It's very, very important. So Lord Krishna's transcendental beauty is mentioned in the next few slokas. Okay, so how he came. Also, a lot of expert dancers and dramatists and singers and all of them had come there just to take a look of the Lord and welcoming the Lord. Okay, so the Lord Krishna personality Godhead approached them and offered honor and respect to each one of them. He was also reciprocating. Ye damam prabatyande, it is said, no? So he reciprocated in the same way. And how did the Lord reciprocate? For some, he bowed down his head. For some, he embraced them. For some, he shook hands. Some, he looked and smiled, giving assurances, awarding benedictions, even to the lowest in rank. Even it said, when Krishna welcomed the Pandavas also, Yudhishthira and all, Krishna only used to pay obeisances because they are elder to him. Those who are of same age, like Arjuna and all, he used to just embrace them. And others, those who are younger to them, he used to bless them. So there's Krishna himself is showing us the etiquette, the Vaishnava etiquette, how we should follow. And he didn't have to do this. But Krishna bow down to father, grandfathers, teachers, and everyone. So all of them. That's because to show them, give them respect. So the Lord entered the city personally, and there were elderly relatives and brahmanas and their wives, all were there offering obeisances and singing glories to the Lord. Others also praise the glories of the Lord. So even demigods, no, when they welcome, you can see in the picture how they, the demigods also when they welcome, they used to sing the different prayers. So here also the Brahmanas, they chanted prayers. Ragamargam Gada Krishne Dwarakya Kulashriya Kriya Harmony Aruru Vipra Ita Tad Ikshana Mahotsavaha. So when Lord Krishna passed over the public roads, all the ladies from the respective families of Dwaraka went up the roof of the palaces just to have a look at the Lord. They considered this to be the greatest festival. So here the etiquette is given, dealing of women. Those days, the free mixing was not allowed. And so what happened? The queens and all, they were taking darshan of Krishna on the rooftop, it is said. Okay, so it is one of the good culture, Prabhupada says. And what does Prabhupada means the analogy, comparing of the men and women mixing, analogy mentioned? Anyone remember?
Fire and butter.
Fire and the butter.
Fire and butter. So what is that fire and butter? It is said that the fire, when it comes in contact with the butter, definitely the butter melts. Okay, like that. but it should be kept separately. It is said but early mixing is not allowed. But nowadays it's not so. But there it was like that. So uh, the the females in Dwaraka, they were on the rooftop, and just the ladies got up there and just to have a look at the procession. The ladies did not mix with the crowd on the street. Thus, their respectability was perfectly observed. Especially it is said there are three things a lady considered to be very, very dear. One is those who are mothers, they know. One is the Matajis, they are all attached to their children. Okay, definitely. It is said in the material world, if you can find any true love, a little percent, the truth, there's no true love actually, there's all lust. But if there is any percentage of small percentage of true love, it's for the mother, it's unconditional love to her child. So that one. Second is the Matajis are having responsibility to their husband or fathers, mothers, whatever, all the family members. They can't just give up and go. And third is their chastity. A wife cannot be questioned by her her chastity, because if the husband doubts the wife, if she's a real chaste woman, she'll become very angry in the sense, because it's so important for her. So these three things, who are the ones who gave up these three things? Because it's very dear to them, their children, their relatives, and their chastity.
Gopis gave up.
Brahmana, wives of Brahmana.
No, Brahmana's wife, they didn't give away chastity and all. In the sense, the gopis actually, when they had this Rasa Leela time, when Krishna blew the flute, they just gave up all this. Some were feeding their children, just left it and went on in the middle. Some were cooking for their family, they just left it there. And the husbands, they stopped them from going. They left their material body and went in their spiritual body, they said. And the chastity, because they're going in the middle of the night. What will others say about them? So they gave up all this, and so that's why Krishna could not reciprocate to them. Why? Because how will Krishna reciprocate? That's why he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and did what? To repay the gopis. What did Krishna do as Mahaprabhu?
He gave up his wife and mother, taking sannyas.
Sannyas. So that means early life. Like everyone used to criticize Mahaprabhu. At the young age, he was 24 or something, and he had a young wife. Okay, and he gave up his mother was a widow. She didn't have a husband. Also, her elder son, Vishwarup, have taken sannyas. So, such a mother who's a widow and who doesn't have any other dependent, the elder brother took sannyas, and he's the only dependent. And his young wife, he gave up all that and went to take sannyas. It is said that Mahaprabhu entered Grihastha life and gave up just to reciprocate to the gopis. As okay, so in that way, Mahaprabhu, yes, gave up. Okay, so yeah, Mirabai. So here it is said that the dealing of, like how the women, Striya Shudra Tada Vaishya, even Shudras, even in a form of a female body, still they can have such a great relationship with Krishna. So it is here, it said female respectability is preserved more elegantly by keeping the women separate from the man, and they don't mix unrestrictedly. Nityam nirikshamananam yad api dwarakaushkasham na vitvayanti drisha sriyo dhamangam achyutam. The inhabitants of Dwaraka were regularly accustomed to look upon the reservoir of all beauty, the infallible Lord, yet they were never satiated. Because in devotional service also, there is no satiation. You can keep looking the Lord, you can keep chanting, you can keep doing devotional service. There is no satiation, unlike material things. In fact, the devotional service keep increasing and increasing and increasing. You get more and more taste with it. So that's the difference between spiritual beauty and material beauty. In spiritual beauty, everything is Nava Yavvanam cha, ever fresh. It is on increasing. But material beauty, there is a satiation. Okay, so that's why it is said here. These are the two things. So here, just skip that. So 30 to 35 Lord's dealings with the queens has been mentioned here. How Krishna dealt with the queens in Dwaraka. So here it is said, Lord's chest is a bod of goddess of fortune, and his moon-like face is drinking vessel for the eyes, which hunger after all that is beautiful. His arms are the resting place for the administrative demigods, and his lotus feet are the refuge of pure devotees who never talk or sing of any subject except the Lordship. So Krishna's different features have been mentioned. So some saw Krishna in Vatsalya ras, some saw Krishna in Madhurya ras. There are different rasas, but all these rasas, how is it different from Vrindavan? Dwaraka also there is Vatsalya ras, there is Madhurya
Aishwarya
ras.
Mishra.
What it is?
Aishwarya Mishra.
No Madhurya Ras there.
Huh?
It's Aishwarya Mishra, Mataji. It's
Yeah,
mixed.
it's Aishwarya mixed in the sense it's not Shuddha Valsarya, it's not Shuddha Madhurya. Definitely because it's opulent. They worship Krishna as the queen, the king of Dwaraka in opulence. The queens in Vrindavan worship Krishna in Madhurya ras, but that is which Madhurya ras that is in queens of Dwaraka?
Mataji Swakiya.
Swakiya. And Parakiya is for the gopis. So Parakiya is greater than Swakiya. So here it's Swakiya rasa. And in Vrindavan it is Parakiya rasa. So which is the highest? That is highest. So here, that is the
Parakiya,
is
Mataji
highest.
Parakiya.
Parakiya is highest.
yeah, Parakiya is highest.
Then the
It is the
gopis.
gopis. So what the gopis had, that's why Krishna in Dwaraka, even though he was so opulently worshipped by Rukmini and Satyabhama and Jambavati and all the 60,108 queens,
Yeah.
at night still he was missing Radhe Radhe Gopi Gopi. He was saying because that what is that? That Shuddha rasa was missing. That is pure Madhurya, pure. That was missing. Like once when Krishna wanted to meet Radharani, what happened? Yashoda Maya gave a big gift to Radharani. So it was a big box, and she had all these heavy jewels and garments and everything that is packed. So now it was about to go to the place of Radharani's husband's house. So Krishna came to know that Yashoda Maya is sending such a big gift. So what did he do? He wanted to meet Radharani. So he took away everything from that box and put it into another box. And in that box, he jumped and sat. And it was taken. So this box was personally carried by Radharani's husband to in Radharani's room and said, see, this is what Yashodamaya gifted for you. You enjoy or use it. And then he went. But that time, Lalita, Vishaka, all the Sakis were also in Radharani's room. So when they opened to see what gift Yashodamaya has given, immediately Krishna came out of that box. And all the Sakis were like, what are you doing here? Where is the real gift? And the real gift was actually given. And then that gift, and then Krishna, Radharani started wearing all that ornaments and jewels and all. And they were having some kind of a pastime there. But suddenly they could hear Jatila and Kutila's footsteps. They are coming upstairs to see what gift Yashodamaya has given. And then when Krishna was about to escape, because it's rooftop, it's first floor, he couldn't just come out of through the steps because Jatila and Kutila, that is mother-in-law and sister-in-law of Radharani, was coming to check because they had a doubt. And then Krishna was in the balcony, in the corridor of that first floor. Now what to do? So what did Lalita Vishaka do? They pushed Krishna from the first floor rooftop, from the floor, so that Krishna fall down, and then Radharani escapes Jatila and Kutila. But then when that happened, did anyone know this pastime? But no. Okay, so whenever a theft is done, how does the police or the court find it out? So as to they'll leave something, some kind of the thief will leave something so as to take it as a witness or as a proof that this been done. So Krishna forgot his flute in the bed of Radharani. Now what to do? The flute is in Radharani's room. Krishna went down, but Krishna realized, oh, my flute is upstairs. Now Jatila and Kutila will find out. The Sakis also didn't see it, notice it. So when Jatila Kutila entered Radharani's room, they saw the flute gone. Now they like, what to do now? So whatever they say, they are not going to believe. So they said, yes, Krishna had come. See, the flute is here. How come Krishna's flute is here? And because no one else in the whole area used to blow the flute except Krishna. So the flute is there, so Krishna has come. Immediately, Lalita Sakhi or Vishaka Sabi, somebody got an idea. They said, you know what happened yesterday in this place? It was raining flutes yesterday. So that's why this flute came here. It was raining flute. And Jatila, they are very crooked. And they're like, what are you saying? Raining? Did you ever see raining flute? No, it can never happen. She's like, if you want, you just go check in the balcony. So when Jatila went out and saw, it was actually raining flute. There was so much flutes falling from the sky. Everywhere there were flutes. Now they can't do anything. They can't blame Radharani saying that Krishna had come, because that was Krishna's again Yogamaya acting there, that it started raining flute. And Paurnamasi also, who's actually managing everything pastime of Krishna, she also came and said, gave the proof. Yes, it rained flute, and I also had flute in my house. So that rasa of the queens of Dwaraka will never push Krishna from the top floor, but Lalita and Vishaka could do it, because that is Shuddha Madhurya rasa, or that rasa is completely different in Vrindavan. Suddenly I remember this pastime, which is very funny, and that pastime is it makes a lot of difference in Dwaraka. In Dwaraka, Krishna is Dwarakadish. The queens have Paraki, he is their respectable husband. So they will never push him or do all this. But in Vrindavan, he's just a Vraja. He is in Vraja. He is Nandanandan Krishna, Yashandanandan Krishna, a playful boy in Vrindavan. Now, when I just said this pastime, I have in the background Radha Govinda, right? Just I saw Govinda was smiling. I don't know whether I felt very this thing, but I just felt Govinda was smiling. Krishna likes to hear such pastimes. So this is the pastime which happened. And so here you can see this is the difference in Dwaraka. So definitely Krishna will miss Vrindavan, definitely, no? Because you are there and you have been worshipped like a king, and people are in Aishwarya Bhav being obeisance to you. But in Vraja, it's completely different. He can do whatever he likes, and he can be a thief there in Vrindavan. So Vraja Leela is very, very different. Today I was just missing Vrindavan. Like once in whole Kartik month, I was in Vrindavan. It was so good, especially in the ISKCON temple. Those who know, the Gopi Geet is to be sung every night, and the temple was so crowded. You go to Yamuna in the late night, it's full of diyas, the Yamuna. And Kartik is very, very special in Vrindavan. At least once in your life, you should go and be there. It's going to be very crowded. You should pre-book things, but it's very auspicious to be in Kartik in the land of Vrindavan. But Prabhupada gave Vrindavan everywhere, so we can be wherever we are and do devotional service. But it's very, very little special in Vrindavan this particular month. So here in the next slokas, Lord is dealing with the queens. We'll see how the dealing with of Krishna with the kings. The queens. Atavishat swabhavanam sarvakamam anuttamam prasada yatra patininam sahasrani cha shodasha. Therefore, thereafter the Lord entered his palaces, which were perfect to the full extent. His wives lived in them, and they numbered over 16,000. Here also we know that pastime, no? When Narad Muni came and he saw 16,108 palace, Krishna was there. All the palaces, Krishna was there. So Lord Krishna has 16,108 wives, and for each and every one of them, they were fully equipped palace, completely with necessity compounds and gardens. So this 1608, where else we saw this every day? 1608. Every day we see this, no?
Chanting, Mataji.
Chanting 16 rounds,
yeah,
108
rounds, 108 times. So just to see the connection. So it says 1608 is the phone number of Krishna, and once you dial it, you go there. So 1608, that is what every day we try to do. So here it is said it was all the palaces were Chintamani Pragara Salpandu. It was made up of jewels and diamonds and whatnot. So much marble stones, it is said. The palaces were made up of best marble stone, and they were illuminated by jewels and decorated by curtains and carpets of velvet and silk. Just imagine, gold lace it was there. So this palace was so opulent. But Krishna doesn't like all this opulence. Krishna wants to be there in small kunja or in small Radha Kunda, Shyama Kund. He's very, very happy there, even though it is just full of mud and all that. This opulence is Sarvakamam. It's full of desirable equipment. But in Vrindavan, what happens when Lord Krishna was in Vrindavan, even cows would become moistened by the affection by him. The mothers, after embracing, will make him sit on his lap. They were overwhelmed. And so it's not like that here. Here, everybody bends down to Krishna. It is said in sometimes the helmets, when it touches the ground, one tough sound comes. So that comes in the Krishna doesn't like it. In Vrindavan, it doesn't happen. So Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lakshmi Devi says, we are not fortunate as Mother Yashoda. Nemam virinjo na bhavo nashir api anga samshaya shadam lebire gopi. So Lord Shiva says, I am not fortunate, Brahma is not fortunate, even Shri, that is Lakshmi Devi is not fortunate. Who is fortunate? Prashade lebire gopi. The Yashoda Maya is very, very fortunate because she could tie Krishna with the rope of love, which is not possible for anyone to do it. Even Lakshmi Devi, who's always in the chest of Lord or in the doing Pada Sevana to the Lord, she also could not do it. And the queens of Lord Krishna in Dwaraka, they rejoiced within their mind to see their husband home after a long period abroad. The queens got up at once from their seats and meditations, and as was socially customary, they covered their faces shyly and looked out coyly. But normally, in those days, the wife can't just go and embrace the husband. So what they do, they send the children. The children is said to be their representative. So they go and hug. So here it is said the personality manifested in 16,108 palaces simultaneously, entered each and every palace with the queens. This is called the Vaibhava Shakti of the Lord. Okay, so normally it's not possible, but Krishna can expand to thousands or infinitive. In that, Krishna married this more than 16,000 queens because they think of Lord Krishna as one of them. Now, some people they say that one person was there who says, I am Krishna, and he married so many wives. I don't remember how many, but it says every month he goes to one wife and he lives. And Prabhupada's like, still he is not able to manage, but Krishna in 16,108 he could manage. Why? Because that person is just a conditioned soul. He just wants to satisfy his senses, but he'll get entrapped again and again. But Krishna married 16,108 wife, as you all know. What is this? Why did he marry them? What is the past name?
To save them from
Bhaumasura.
Yeah, because Bhaumasura captured them, and they were the daughters of
They are away
different.
from the house for a night.
Yeah, they were out for a night, and their chastity is supposed to be broken, and nobody will marry a girl who's been out for before marriage on the night, going out of those days. So Krishna just to protect. But who are these queens?
They were the rishis of
Dandakaranya Mataji.
Dandakaranya, no? When Lord Ram was there, they were those rishis. They wanted to satisfy. It is said that time even Shurpanaka was there, no? Shurpanaka wanted to marry Lord Ram, and then what happened to her face?
She became Kubja, Mataji.
Nose and ears were cut. Later she became Kubja. It is said Krishna made her ugly so that no one will marry her, and Krishna wanted to marry her, and he called her Sundari, and then he just lifted her chin and caught hold of her toe, and then she became really beautiful. So this all Krishna's, when you connect the stories, we know that this is because of different desires. So the 16,108, it's not, and Krishna don't have like. Krishna is he's a brahmachari. Even if he have 16,100 queens and 10 children every queen, right? 9 daughters and 1 son, or 9 sons and 1 daughter. How was it?
9 sons.
9 sons and 1 daughter.
Yeah, 9 sons and 1 daughter. So 10 in each queen he had. So because he is Angani as a Sagalendra Vittiman, he can just glance and do creation. So it's not like us. So we should not take it in a lusty desire. Krishna has lusty desire. No, he want to satisfy, or he want to fulfill the desires of the rishis, and they became the queens, and they were captured by Bhaumasura, and to protect them, their chastity, Krishna married them. So, but common people, they misunderstand and they take it in a wrong way. Okay, so here the queens were feeling shy to embrace Krishna. So what did they do? They embraced him visually, but they send their sons to embrace him, which is equal to personal embracing. But a chief of Prabhus, though they tried to restrain their feelings, they shed tears. They were very happy. Sometimes they were very happy. When Mataji, after so many days, she came to our temple and she was singing Tulsi Arati, and tears started coming in her eyes. I was like, how, with what bhav she's singing? But Mataji said, no, because I was missing the association of devotees. I was missing Radha Govinda. That's why the tears came. So actually that is needed. Prabhupada says our movement is not togetherness. Now all of you, you're away from Radha Govinda, or you're away from some temples you like, and that separation is actually needed. The movement is like that. Prabhupada says the Goswamis were in separation, because more than the togetherness, the Vipralamba Bhav is what will take us back to Godhead. If we are here only, then we feel, oh, we don't miss Radha Govinda. Every day we see, but those are away, they feel like, oh, we are missing. So it's very important to have that feeling of separation. So here they were separated from the Lord, and it says, because the sons have developed from the part of mother's body, they are they are considered to be their representative or equivalent. So they just sent the children to embrace Krishna. And embrace of the eyes is more effective in conjugal relation, according to Jiva Goswami. Nothing is wrong in such an exchange of feeling between husband and wife. Okay, so although Krishna was constantly by their side as well as exclusively alone, his feet appeared to be newer and newer. The goddess of fortune, although by nature always restless and moving, could not quit the Lord's feet. So which women can be detached from those feet, having taken shelter? Even Lord Ram, when he go to the forest, he doesn't wear slippers. So when he walked, there'll be small thorns in Lord Ram's feet. But what we do, when there is a stone, we just take it away and walk again. But Lord Ram didn't take it away. It was still there. And next day again, he walks and there'll be bleeding, more thorns. So one day, Mother Sita was seeing, she's like, why he's not taking those thorns? And Lord Ram said, no, the thorns have taken shelter of my lotus feet. So the thorns also, I have to save them, in the sense I have to give shelter to the thorns also. So once taken shelter, it's very important. So once there's a story where Krishna went to Draupadi's house, Draupadi and the Pandavas, and he asked, I want some hot water to drink. So Draupadi started boiling water in a pot. And 1 hour over, 2 hours over, the water is not getting boiled. Then everybody's like, what is happening? The fire is there below and there's a pot and there's water, still the water is not boiling. You know why? Where did I read this story? It's in, I think it's some Sunday school kids book. And I was just going like, oh, I never read the story. And I was reading and telling the kids. So why that happened? That's because there was a frog inside that pot. And that frog was swimming in that water. And the frog was a devotee. It was praying its sins to Krishna that please save me. I'm in hot water. I'm going to die in this hot water and please save me. So Krishna knew that there is a frog in that pot and the frog is praying to protect him. Now the Draupadi wanted to boil water, but then Krishna wanted to give protection to that frog. So the moral of the story is that Krishna takes care even of that small jiva who was also praying to Krishna to protect. So Krishna made that fire very cool, in the sense it was not actually boiling that water. So it is said, whoever takes shelter of Krishna, Krishna will never leave. Krishna caught hold of Putana's breast and never left it until the life went, or she got the position of mother. So once Krishna catch hold of someone, because he's crooked, he's Tribanga Lalita, it is said, the crooked stick, if once it enters the bottle, very difficult to get out. So Krishna enters into the crooked heart of us. He is also Tribanga Lalita, and it's very difficult to come out. Once Yatgatva Nanivartante, he doesn't come out, it is said. So Krishna was constantly by their side and was always with them, but he was looking new and new. His lotus feet was looking very new to them. The spiritual relation with the Lord is so enliving, that resourceful that no one can leave the company of the Lord once having taken shelter of him. So, and when Sita Mata used to massage Lord's feet, she saw that thorn, and at the same time, when she was massaging, she had this Navaratna ring in her hand. Navaratna means the 9 jewels, and she used to remove that jewel and do massage. Does anyone know why? Whenever she massages Lord Ram's feet, she'll remove the ring.
That it doesn't hurt
It doesn't
lotus
hurt
feet.
to him, Mataji.
No. It won't hurt. The stones are on the other side. No, you massage with your palm. Something related with Ahalya. It is said.
Because he touched the stone and she became into a woman.
So Mother Sita's like, you touched one stone and became a lady. That is Ahalya. Your feet touched these 9 stones. 9 ladies. Come on. So
Even Mataji Kevat also did the same
Even
prayer to the
Kevat
Lord.
said the same thing. When he was
For the
taking
boat.
he said, my boat ring will change.
Kevat, correct. Yes, the dust of the lotus feet. Yes. So
Yeah,
even
yeah.
that Kevat took it as and there it is said he took it as an opportunity to do Padabhisheka of the Lord, in the sense take the
He
Charanam
wanted to wash his feet. Yeah.
to do service to the Lord. So that was perfect plan, tricky plan, it is said. Okay. So, okay. So there now next, the women in Dwaraka, it says, Sa Esha Naralokesmin Avatrina Swamayaya Reme Stri Ratna Kutasto Bhagavan Prakrito Yata. That Supreme Personality Goddess Sri Krishna, out of his costless mercy, appeared on this planet by his internal potency and enjoyed himself amongst competent women as if he were engaging in mundane affairs. Okay. So Krishna, what happened? He came here and through his internal potency, he enjoyed. In the sense that's Yoga Maya, it is said that mundane affair, if we see the 16,108 wives and they lived separately, it's not mundane actually. Because Lord was also married like a householder, not real house. In the sense, not like having lusty desires or anything. Krishna's, this was having the Leela had a separate reason. And the women who became the wives of the Lord are certainly not ordinary women. They were also Vladini Shaktis of the Lord. In the sense, they have done a lot of tapasya, many millions of birth to do austerity to they get Krishna as their husband. They have prayed also. They had desired because they were rishis in the previous janma. So Krishna had to fulfill their desires also. Krishna said, no, this time I make a Patni Vrata, next time I'll fulfill. So to fulfill their desire, because they are also devotees of Krishna. So I want to complete this chapter. There's only 39 slokas. So here it is said, the women amongst whom he lived as their husband are not, therefore, women of this mundane world, but are eternally related with Krishna as transcendental wives. Okay, they are transcendental wives of Krishna. And the transcendental wives. So, and they want to attain perfection by service. His wives therefore appear like mundane women, but actually they are not. They are all transcendently liberated souls, perfect manifestation of internal energy of Krishna. Okay, so they are all internal energy of Krishna. So nothing wrong in having them by, because Krishna had to fulfill their desire. Krishna always reciprocates. So their desire also should be fulfilled. So Krishna took it. In the sense, if they have a desire, they may not have to take, like rishis became the queens. Now again, if the desires are not fulfilled, again they had to come in the next yuga. Actually, the gopis, the queens also came in Kali Yuga. You know as whom they came with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Like Lalita was who? Lalita Saki. Who was Lalita Saki in Chaitanya Leela?
Swarup Damodar.
Swarup Damodar. And who was Vishaka Saki?
Ramananda Rai.
Ramananda. Like that, all the gopis, all the queens were also there as associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They all became men. When the gopis, they could not go and mix with Krishna freely at the night, or they could be not there with Krishna during the day. They all had desired to be in a men body, and they all came as the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was 20 for us with Mahaprabhu because they are Radha Krishna mixed. They're together, Radha Krishna and Hiyanya. So although the queen's beautiful smiles and fruity glances were all spotless and exciting, although they could conquer the Cupid himself by making him give up his bow in frustration, and although even the tolerant Shiva could fall victim of them, still despite all their magical feast and attraction, they could not agitate the senses of the Lord. Okay, so here, although the queen was so beautiful and the smile and the glances were spotless, they could conquer even the Cupid, but they could not agitate the senses of the Lord as such, because Lord is a Govinda Madhipurusham, or he is the pleasure potency himself. He is fully opulent. But the gopis the queens could not, but the gopis of Vrindavan, I told you the difference in the rasa, why they attracted the Lord. Okay, so common people cannot think of the Lord in that particular way. And Etatishanamishasya prakritisto api tadgunaina uchyate satatmastair yata buddhistadashrayah. This is the divinity of the Supreme Personality Godhead. He is not affected by the qualities of material nature, even though he is in contact with them. Similarly, the devotees who have taken shelter of the Lord do not become influenced by material qualities. That's why Krishna is called as what? Because he is not affected by material qualities, or since he doesn't have material qualities.
Achintya, Adokshaja.
Nirguna.
Achyuta, Mataji, Achyuta.
Achyuta means infallible.
Nirguna?
Nirguna.
Yeah,
Nirguna. Krishna is called
Nirguna.
Nirguna. Okay, he's transcendental. He doesn't have any material qualities. That's why Krishna is called Nirguna. So here, Edat Ishanam Ishasya means Lord's divinity. Matter becomes purified when it comes in contact with spiritual. Then what to speak of the Supreme Lord? Okay, so Supreme Lord is the transcendental and above the three modes of material nature. Tam menire aphala mudha strainam chanu vratam raha apramana vito patur ishwaram matayo yata. The simple and delicate women truly thought that Lord Krishna, their beloved husband, thought of him and followed them and was dominated by them. They were unaware of the extent of the glories of their husband, as the atheists are unaware of him as the supreme controller. So by Leela Shakti of the Lord, the queens had forgotten the supremacy of the Lord. They saw him as their husband. But still there was an Aishwarya Bhava with which they worshipped Krishna. That's why when Krishna joked to Rukmini, why did you marry me? You could have got a better husband or something like that. Rukmini even fall unconscious because she took it. But in Gopis, it wouldn't have happened. In the sense, in Vrindavan, it wouldn't have happened. So that Aishwarya Bhava is still there, but still, because Krishna wanted to play the part of a perfect husband, that supreme personality of God, and that thing was taken away. So, to conclude, even the personal associates of Lord do not know him perfectly well. So, what to do? The thesis writers or mental speculators know about the glories of the Lord. The mental speculators present different theses as to becoming the cause of creation, the ingredients of creation, or material and efficient cause of creation. But all this is but partial knowledge about the Lord. Actually, they are as ignorant as a common man. The Lord can be known by the mercy of the Lord only. Bhaktya mama vijanati, and by no other means. When Yashoda Maya bound Krishna, they were 2 fingers short. One was mercy, one was endeavor. So the mercy is really required. Okay, so if the mercy is there, that is called Kripa Siddhas. But since the dealing of the Lord with his wives are based on pure transcendental love and devotion, the wives are on the transcendental plane without material contamination. Prabhupada writes in the purport. Okay, so it's very important to have a transcendental relationship with Krishna. Each one have their own bhav. We have our swarupa. We don't realize it. We don't know what is our swarupa till now. But then it is said once we reach bhava stage, prema, definitely that swarupa become manifested. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I think we can stop here. So next week, is it Diwali or it's Govardhan Puja?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, and
It is 2 days
It is
before
not
Diwali.
next to
so
next.
many festivals in the next week, I think. No?
24th,
2
can we
weeks.
have it on
Next to next
24th?
week.
2 weeks.
2
Mataji,
weeks.
24th is what, Mataji?
24th is Friday.
No, oh, exam. No, Mataji,
Govardhan
please.
Puja, Mataji. There's
Don't.
lots of seva here.
Yes,
Is there any
Mataji.
sloka to memorize? No sloka, no?
No
No.
shloka, Mataji.
No sloka.
31st you want?
Yes, Mataji.
31st Mataji Yatra is there.
Mataji,
Yatra is there.
Yatra,
Oh.
Ayodhya Yatra is there.
But who's going?
I am
I'm
going.
going.
Mataji.
Who?
I
I'm-
myself is going.
Radhika Mataji is going. Who else?
Sureshwari Priya.
Suresh Priya Mataji is going. Okay. Only two of them are going.
It's festival time.
So after that, no, for 2 of them I can keep separate the exam on Sunday after they come back.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, how can we study during festival time?
Huh?
So much work.
No, 31st is fine, right? Diwali ends on 22nd after Govardhan Puja. Then you're free for 1 week.
Okay, 31st you're saying.
31st.
31st.
Okay, those are Yatra. I'll consider them separately. Only theory, no? Already we are delayed. That's why. So 17th and 24th, what we'll have revision?
No,
Mataji,
Mataji, we have to prepare the questions now.
Mataji, 17th no class, no Mataji.
Why?
Mataji,
Diwali.
Mataji, the chapter is too long. We have to prepare the questions also.
Diwali, Mataji.
Okay, then what you do the same time if you join or you have Bhakti Vriksha, you join and you discuss the answers, read through the purports. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
have a study
Yes,
leave. Yeah, but you don't waste the time. Just go get together, all of you. You can use my link also. My link will be free at this time. You can all join together and read the purports, because I always feel guilty. We are not reading the purports in Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
I'll try to join if I can. Okay, just sit and together, and 8:30, 8:45, you can start reading the
Sure,
purports.
Mataji.
Difficult to
Yes.
read, Prabhupada.
Madhuri, when you are saying the 17th.
So whenever you have time, you just discuss all of you, and then you find
Okay.
whenever, like, it should not be like mixing with your festival time. So take your own
Madhuri,
time.
today also Karwa Chauth.
Huh?
Today also, I don't have, people don't keep it, but in the north we keep, no, Madhuri, Karwa Chauth.
Okay. No, so you plan like you have a group, no?
Huh?
You all have a Bhakti Vriksha group, no? Where you read
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Yes,
Madhuri.
Mataji.
Yes,
We start
Madhuri.
learning.
decide your
Yeah,
time
yeah.
and you read. Those who want to do
Yes.
it individually, you can read individually and prepare. But go through the purports, very important. So to
Correct,
read
Madhuri.
right in the month
So
of March.
31st is the exam.
Exam.
Yeah, 31st theory. Okay, 11th
Okay.
chapter.
Okay, okay,
Thank you,
31st.
Who are doing
Yes.
in the yatra, they can come back and then join on Sundays. I'll give a special slot to write exam.
Especially Mataji will take every Saturday, Mataji.
Every Saturday, okay.
Every Saturday she wants.
Yeah, whenever you are, if you're free on those days, or it's just sit and read like 1 hour, 1.5 hours. If you could read the purports, you can finish. You get lot of information in the purports. Translation is nothing, just an overview. I'm taking just main points from purports, but it's very important to read. Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna. Anything to add? You can stop.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhasya vasundubheva cha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Jai Shri Prabhupada.